Welcome to Real English Voices from Speak English with Class. Hey, English learners, welcome back to the podcast, your go-to for learning English in a simple way. I'm Tom.
And I'm Maria. If you've ever felt confused about grammar, don't worry, you're not alone. Every learner struggles at some point and thinks, which verb form do I use? How do I say this in the past?
That's true, and it brings us to today's topic. Many of you asked us for a complete tense series, and we're making it in parts so that we don't overwhelm you with everything at once.
And today is all about the past tense.
And the best part? This episode is your complete guide. No stress, no pressure, just a natural conversation that will make everything click. Yes, we're going to cover all the past forms: simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous.
And don't worry, we'll keep it natural. No long, boring grammar lectures, just real stories, real situations, and examples of how the past tense shows up in everyday English.
And to make it even easier, we've made a free PDF for you. Inside, you'll find the structure of every past tense form, clear examples, and a list of the 100 most common irregular verbs.
Yes, and you can print it out or keep it on your desk. Look at it often, and soon these forms will feel natural, like second nature.
So here's our promise. After you finish this episode, you'll walk away confidently feeling like, wow, I hold a degree in past tense now.
Exactly. And in case you're wondering, what exactly are irregular verbs? Hold on, we'll get there soon. But first, let's start with the foundation.
So, Ria, before we even get into tenses, why are we starting with verbs?
Because verbs are like the engine of a car. Without them, nothing moves. Every sentence needs action. No verb, no story.
True, and the tricky part is verbs keep changing their forms depending on the tense. That's what makes learners go, which one do I use?
Yes, but don't worry. Once you see how these forms work, it's like switching gears. Everything suddenly becomes smooth and clear.
You know, Ria, learners often ask me, why do verbs have three forms, V1, V2, V3? What's the point?
Yeah, that's such a common question, and honestly, the answer is really simple. Think of it like telling a story.
Okay, I'm listening.
Well, when we talk about now or habits, we use V1, the base form, like I go to school, I play football.
Right, that's the present. Easy enough.
Exactly. Now, when we talk about yesterday or something already finished, we use V2, the past form. I went to school yesterday. I played football last night.
Got it. So V2 is the done and finished form.
Yep. And then comes V3, the past participle. And here's the important part. V3 is always used in the perfect tenses: present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. Whenever you hear has, have, had, or will have, you know V3 is coming right after.
Whoa, okay, so V3 is like the perfect tense form.
Exactly.
So, altogether, we have three forms of a verb: V1 for the present or habits, V2 for the past, and V3 for the perfect tenses.
Perfect. That's the whole set. And here's the cool part. Once you know these three forms, you can build every tense in English.
Wow, that makes it sound so much easier. But let me ask you this. We all know the base verb. Every beginner learner knows words like drink, play, eat. But what about the other two forms? How do we actually make V2 and V3?
Yeah, that's a good question. Sometimes it feels easy, but other times it's totally confusing. And that's where we come to the two kinds of verbs: regular and irregular.
Yes, this is where learners often get confused.
But we are here to remove the confusion. So regular verbs are the easy ones. They follow the rule. You just convert the base form into V2 and V3 by simply adding ed at the end of the base form. For example, walk becomes walked, W-A-L-K-E-D.
Oh, so regular verbs are very friendly. They don't confuse learners.
Yes, exactly. And for the words that end with Y, we simply replace the Y with IED, like study becomes studied, STUDIED. Simple.
And for regular verbs, V2 and V3 are the same.
Yes, simple and easy to remember.
Okay, but what about the other group, the irregular ones?
Yes, the irregular verbs. They're a little tricky because they don't follow the ED rule. Instead, they change completely. For example, go, went, gone, or eat, ate, eaten.
Right, so they kind of have their own personality. You just have to get to know them one by one.
Yes, and once you practice with them, they start to feel natural. But don't worry. The good news is there aren't too many irregular verbs, only about 200 in total, and you'll really use maybe 50 to 100 often. That's why in the PDF, we've given you the 100 most common irregular verbs.
Okay, so it's not endless, just a small group to focus on.
Exactly. And once you know these, you can tell almost any story in English.
And here's a tip. You can even take a printout of that list and keep it handy on your desk, your wall, or in your notebook. When you see the verbs again and again, they'll get carved into your memory.
Yes, the more often you see them, the more natural they become. Soon, you won't even have to think about it. The right form will just come out naturally when you speak.
Okay, so now the basics are clear. We know V1, V2, V3. We know regular verbs, and we know irregular verbs.
Yes, that's our foundation. And now we can finally step into the first past tense, the simple past.
Ah, yes, the one we all use when we're telling stories about yesterday, last week, or even years ago.
Exactly. Simple past is for actions that are finished, done, already completed, something that started and ended in the past. And the structure is super simple. Subject plus V2. That's it.
Right. For example, I played football yesterday. She cooked dinner. They went to the park.
But hey, instead of just giving boring examples, why don't we do something fun?
Like what?
Like, let's talk about our day, and we'll see how many simple past verbs come out naturally.
Oh, I like that. A real story makes the grammar stick.
Exactly. And listeners, here's your challenge. While we're talking, try to spot the simple past verbs. Count them in your head if you want.
Yes, let's make this interactive. Ready? Okay. Ria, how was your day yesterday?
Let me think. Well, yesterday I stayed home, I cooked some pasta, and I even cleaned my room.
Wait, you cleaned your room? That's history in the making.
Yes, and while I cleaned, I found socks I hadn't seen in months. It felt like I discovered treasure.
Amazing. My day was a little more dramatic. I went shopping, I met a friend for lunch, and then I tried to bake a cake.
Uh-oh, that already sounds suspicious. How did it go?
Terribly. The cake looked fine on the outside, but inside it was harder than my old math homework.
Oh no. So you didn't bake a cake, you baked a rock.
Exactly. My friend smiled politely, but I knew she was thinking this cake could break my teeth.
That's hilarious.
So, listeners, here's your challenge. Go back and listen carefully. Can you catch the simple past verbs we used? Write them in the comments below.
Yes, count them, list them, and share them with us. Let's see how many you find.
All right, so that was the simple past. Things that are finished, done. But sometimes we don't just want to say what happened, we want to describe what was happening at a moment in time.
Ah, you mean like the past continuous.
Exactly. The structure is subject plus was or were plus verb with ing. For example, I was reading, she was cooking, they were laughing. Okay, let's do the same thing we did before. Let's talk about our day, but this time we'll use past continuous.
Sure. Yesterday at 8 p.m., I was watching a movie on Netflix.
Nice. At 8 p.m., I was cooking pasta, and while the pasta was boiling, I was talking to my friend on the phone.
Impressive. See how it works? We're not just saying what we did, we're painting a picture of what was happening at that exact moment.
Yeah, and sometimes the past continuous shows two things happening at the same time, like while I was studying, my brother was playing video games.
Right. And it can also show when something was interrupted. For example, I was walking to the store when it started raining.
Oh, that's a good one. The walking was happening, then the rain interrupted it.
So, listeners, here's your question. What were you doing yesterday at 8 p.m.? Write your answer in past continuous in the comments.
Yes. Was it watching TV, studying, cooking dinner? Tell us. We want to know.
So, we've covered simple past and we've covered past continuous. But Tom, there's still another tense people often get confused about, right?
Ah, you're talking about the past perfect.
Exactly. The structure is simple. Subject plus had plus V3. And here's the idea. Past perfect shows an action that was already finished before another past action or time.
So it's like the past of the past.
That's the perfect way to put it. For example, I had finished my homework before I watched TV. Or she had left when I arrived.
Got it. So past perfect helps us show which action came first.
Exactly. And we'll make it fun with a little story in just a moment.
Okay, let's try it with our day again. Yesterday, when my friend called me at 9 p.m., I had already eaten dinner.
Nice one. Here's mine. By the time I reached the cinema, the movie had already started.
Oh no, so you missed the beginning.
Yeah, I only caught the second scene.
Right. Another example. I was nervous because I had forgotten my homework at home.
Perfect. The forgetting happened first, the nervous feeling came after.
So, listeners, here's your challenge. Write one sentence in past perfect about your day. Yes, share it in the comments. It's a great way to lock this tense in your memory.
So we've done simple past, past continuous, and past perfect. But Tom, isn't there one more?
You're right. The last one is the past perfect continuous.
Ooh, sounds long and scary. What is it for?
Don't worry, it's actually simple. We use it when we want to show an action that was happening over a period of time before another past moment. The structure is subject plus had been plus verb with ing.
Ah, so it's like saying, I was doing this for a while before that happened.
Exactly. For example, I was tired because I had been working all day.
Oh, I get it. The working started earlier, it continued, and by the time we talk about it, the result was, I was tired.
Right. Another one. She was happy because she had been waiting for that letter for weeks and it finally arrived.
That's a good one. Okay, let me try. Yesterday, I felt hungry because I had been studying all morning without a break.
Perfect. You nailed it. So, listeners, here's your turn. Think about yesterday. Can you write one past perfect continuous sentence about yourself? For example, I was sleepy because I had been watching TV all night.
Yes, share your sentences with us. Remember, past perfect continuous is just about showing the action in progress before another past moment. Great! So now we've covered all four past tenses.
Yeah, and here's the cool part. They're all connected. You can actually tell the same day using each one.
Exactly. Let's do a quick recap with a little story.
Okay, here's mine. Yesterday, I missed the team meeting. I was sitting at my desk, and while I was reading emails, everyone else was already in the conference room. I'd been checking my inbox for almost 20 minutes before a colleague finally came to get me. And the worst part, I had already prepared a big presentation and nobody even saw it.
Oh, poor Tom. All that hard work gone to waste.
Yeah, but guess what? My inbox was clean.
Well, at least you achieved something.
True, but here's the point. My little office disaster actually used all four past tenses.
Exactly. And now it's your turn, listeners. Can you spot them? which sentence was simple past, which was past continuous, which was past perfect, and which was past perfect continuous.
Share your answers in the comments. It's the best way to make sure you really get it.
Great! So today we walked through all 4 past tenses.
Yeah, and we didn't just explain them. We used them in real stories so you could hear how they work in everyday life.
Helpfully, remember the free PDF has all the structures, clear examples, and a list of the 100 most common irregular verbs. You'll find the link in the description.
Keep it nearby, practice often, and soon the past tense will feel completely natural.
Informing. And don't forget, this is just one part of our complete tense series. More is coming, so stay tuned.
Waving. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you in the next episode.
Smiling. Bye for now.
Concluding. Your progress doesn't end here. To continue advancing your English skills, click on the next video or explore the additional videos we've thoughtfully selected for you.